Hello viewers! Welcome to our video today on Top 9 Cancer-Causing Foods. Cancer is a large group of diseases with one thing in common. They all happen when normal cells become cancerous cells that multiply and spread. There are many potential internal and external causes of cancer such as genetic makeup, family history, smoking, diet, environment, and radiation exposure. Among them, external risk factors, which you may have some control over, have an even bigger impact. In fact, research shows that 80 to 90% of malignant tumors are related to external factors. One of the most important external factors to consider is your diet. That's because a large body of research has shown some foods are associated with a higher risk of certain types of cancer. Some foods contain harmful chemicals or compounds that have been linked to cancer, while others can promote inflammation or contribute to development of cancer. It's important to be aware of these cancer-causing foods to make healthy dietary choices in order to reduce your risk of developing this deadly disease. In this video, we'll take a closer look at specific foods and beverages that may increase your risk of cancer and what the scientific evidence has to say about the link between these foods and the risk of cancer. Just a quick reminder, this video is for educational and informational purposes only and is no substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. So do speak to your doctor for a medical diagnosis if you have any health concerns. If you find the video helpful and informative, like and share it with your loved ones to protect their health. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the bell to stay updated on new videos. Let's start with number 1. Red meats. Red meat offers health benefits, including protein, iron, and vitamin B12. But experts have found strong evidence of the link between colorectal cancer and consuming large quantities of red meat. Evidence also points to an association with pancreatic and prostate cancers. The World Health Organization, WHO, classifies red meat into Group 2A, which means it is probably carcinogenic to humans. A carcinogen is any substance that can cause cancer. The following are examples of red meat: beef, pork, lamb, mutton, veal, and goat. Because of this risk, the World Cancer Research Fund International recommends limiting red meat consumption to no more than 3 portions per week, with a total cooked weight of 12 to 18 ounces. You can replace some of the red meat you consume with poultry meats, meat substitutes like Beyond Burger, or fish and seafood. You also can try eating more beans, tofu, nuts, and legumes as protein sources in your diet. 2. Processed meats. Processed meat is any type of meat that's been preserved by smoking, salting, curing, or canning. Most processed meats are red meats. Some examples of red meat that's been processed include ham, sausage, hot dogs, pepperoni, beef jerky, salami, pâtés, corned beef, and sliced luncheon meats. Processed food products tend to be higher in calories, salt, sugar, and saturated fats, all of which may contribute to obesity, which is a known risk factor for cancer. Also, the methods used to make processed meats can create carcinogens. For example, curing meat with nitrite can form carcinogens called N-nitroso compounds. Smoking meat can also lead to carcinogenic polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs. According to 2019 reviews, processed meat is a major risk factor for colorectal cancer, stomach cancer, and breast cancer. Even seemingly healthy foods, such as farmed salmon, may contain chemicals that might increase cancer risk. Harvard Health suggests removing the skin of the salmon and the fat directly underneath it before cooking, as that's where the chemicals are most concentrated. Allowing the fat to drain off by baking or broiling can also reduce risk. There are many alternatives to processed meats, including fresh, unsmoked fish, fresh meat, and fresh chicken. People can also opt for vegan and vegetarian meat substitutes such as tofu. 3. Sugar and refined carbohydrates. Some examples of sugary foods and refined carbs include sugary beverages like soda, fruit juices, sport drinks, baked goods like cookies, cakes, brownie, buns, crackers and muffin, white pasta, white bread, white rice, sugary cereals, candies. Consuming large amounts of sugar and refined carbohydrates can contribute to obesity, type 2 diabetes, and chronic inflammation, all cancer risk factors. Studies suggest that type 2 diabetes increases the risk for ovarian, breast, and uterine cancers. Furthermore, a high sugar diet can increase blood glucose levels, a risk factor for colorectal cancer. Some experts say that, if you're concerned about cancer, you should limit refined carbs, which is converted to sugar, and eliminate all refined sugar from your diet, because many types of cancer cells use sugar as their primary fuel. In fact, some diagnostic tests for cancer use radioactive glucose to pinpoint tumors on PET scans, because most cancer cells have such an affinity for sugar that they suck up glucose molecules faster than non-cancerous cells can, thus showing themselves on the scan. So starving the body of sugar and carbohydrates could theoretically starve cancer cells. To limit the health effects of sugar and refined carbohydrates, try to swap these foods with healthier alternatives such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which contain natural sugar and provide important nutrients and fiber. 4. Processed foods. Processed foods are any type of foods that's been preserved by freezing, canning, cooking, or drying. Examples of processed foods include breakfast cereals, chips, sausage rolls, pasties, cakes, frozen meals, frozen pizza, and canned tomatoes. Manufacturers modify these foods with chemicals such as flavorings, colors, emulsifiers, and other additives to make them taste better and last longer. These chemicals increase risks of cancer. Processed foods often contain high levels of salt, sugar, fat, and are also generally low in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. A diet high in processed foods can lead to obesity, a risk factor for cancer. Also, the lining of most processed food contains bisphenol A, or BPA, a chemical that can leach into the food and disrupt hormone function, potentially leading to the development of cancer. You can replace processed foods with preparing fresh, homemade meals and snacks from whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and whole grains. People can also opt for minimally processed items such as canned beans, frozen vegetables, and jarred salsa. 5. Fried foods. Fried foods like French fries, fried chicken, potato chips, donuts have been linked to an increased risk of several types of cancer. When foods are fried at high temperatures, harmful compound called acrylamide is formed. Acrylamide has been found to increase the risk of ovarian, kidney, and pancreatic cancer. According to a 2020 study, acrylamide damages DNA and induces apoptosis, or cell death. Eating a lot of fried food also increases your risk for type 2 diabetes and obesity. These conditions can promote oxidative stress and inflammation, further increasing your cancer risk. It's best to limit your consumption of fried food and choose healthier cooking methods like baking, broiling, sautéing. 6. Overcooked foods. Overcooking foods, especially meats, can produce carcinogens. According to one 2020 article, cooking meat with high heat creates carcinogenic polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs, and heterocyclic amines, or HCAs. These substances may increase the risk of cancer by altering the DNA of your cells. You're more likely to overcook foods when you cook with high temperatures or over an open flame. This includes cooking methods like grilling, barbecuing, pan frying. To reduce your risk of carcinogens from high-heat cooking, try using healthier cooking methods such as poaching, pressure cooking, baking or roasting at lower temperatures, slow cooking in a crock pot or slow cooker. 7. Alcohol. When you consume alcohol, your liver breaks down alcohol into acetaldehyde, a carcinogenic compound. According to a 2017 review, Acetaldehyde promotes DNA damage and oxidative stress. It also interferes with your immune function, making it difficult for your body to target precancerous and cancerous cells. In women, alcohol increases levels of estrogen in the body. This is linked with a higher risk for estrogen receptor-positive breast cancer. Alcoholic beverages contribute a lot of excess calories that offer no nutritional benefits, so it's one of those added foods that you need to be limiting. 8. Trans fats or hydrogenated oils. Most trans fats are formed through an industrial process that adds hydrogen to vegetable oil, causing the oil to become solid at room temperature. This partially hydrogenated oil is inexpensive and less likely to spoil, so foods made with it have a longer shelf life. They have been linked an increased risk of several types of cancer, including breast cancer and colorectal cancer, by raising the LDL bad cholesterol level and inflammation. Trans fats also increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes, and they are commonly found in processed food like baked goods, fried foods, and snacks. To cut down trans fat in your diet, choose healthier options like foods made with healthy fat such as olive oil, and go for healthier snacks such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. 9. Salty foods. Excessive salt consumption may play a role in development of certain cancer types, although studies remain inconclusive. What is clear is that salt leads to chronic inflammation, which may influence how cancer develops. A number of cancer types, including breast, prostate, liver, and stomach cancers, may be associated with salt intake because of sodium's key cellular role in the body. Blood pressure, kidney function, and even your immune system health may be affected by the salt you use, as well. There you have it, top 9 cancer-causing foods that you should avoid or limit in your diet. Remember that a healthy diet combined with regular exercise and other healthy lifestyle choices can help reduce your risk of cancer and improve your overall health and well-being. By making small, gradual changes to your diet and lifestyle, you can take control of your health and reduce your risk of cancer. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a healthy and happy day.